How'd you hit upon such an idea, or did people beat you to it?
I was shopping, and I saw all these senior men and women walking round and round in the mall early in the morning. And I found out that they were there because they wanted to exercise indoors because it was too cold or too hot.
And it's safe indoors, and there's plenty to look at, and probably friends of yours are there. But you would organize such an expedition. It's not just a matter of putting on your shoes and going. How would you organize a mall walking expedition?
You would organize a mall walking club with your friends, get them together, get the mall manager to agree on a time when you can walk. Usually it's the early morning before the mall opens for shopping. And then meet them every day and measure out the area of the mall where you're walking in, and there are large areas to walk in.
How far typical, I mean, all malls are different, but a typical mall might give you, just in a single lap, if you will, a mile?
A third of a mile, sometimes they're smaller, a sixth of a mile, but then you go round and round, and you follow all the little corridors around, and if it's early morning, you can go really fast.
Listen, recently Gary went to Kansas City, where he talked with a number of mall walking enthusiasts, and here's what some of them had to say.
Now, if you come here at 6 o'clock in the morning, they walk before they go to work. They walk when they come home from work. It's air-conditioned in the summertime, and it's warm in the wintertime. And on top of it, you meet all these lovely people who you've never met before. I've had them over to my house. We've gone over to someone else's house for breakfast.
But your shoulders have to be relaxed and your eyes cast in front of you, and you'll find after the day, they'll start to slump a little.
I walk 5 miles, and it measures 3 times around is a mile. So I walk 15 times minimum. Sometimes I do more.
You get great exercise, especially pushing a carriage. He loves it, and I love it. We get tired of being inside in the winter, so we come out here to walk.
It's about 100 calories a walking mile. As a rule of thumb, you probably burn more. You might burn 150. And then 3,500 calories a pound. Okay, so every 35 miles you walk, you'll definitely lose a pound or more.
I haven't lost any weight, unfortunately. No, well, in fact, I've gained some, but at least I think I'm maintaining what I've gained anyway.
I wanted to ask you about the mall walkers here. Are they good customers or bad customers for you?
Good customers.
Yeah? So you're not against them? Huh?
No, I think it's great. That's probably 50% of our business right here. Some walkers, I think.
Doesn't it get boring after a while?
Yes, it gets boring. Right.
How do you avoid that?
Walk with a good friend who you can talk with and discuss your life with. Right now we're discussing weddings.
I think the walkers pretty much protect, our environment. People would have a hard time getting through walkers to attack our stores, I think.
I think it's safer. You walk here, it's nice and even. A lot of people around, no cars. Great.
Gary, a couple things. Does shopping count?
Well, you don't shop while you're walking, obviously. You'd shop later in the day.
But people say, I went shopping today and I must have walked a mile.
That counts. In other words, if you really keep track of your mileage with the pedometer, you can do it at the stroller's pace and get some exercise benefit.
But what about the, some 50% of the cinnamon roll lady customers were walkers? Now, is that a little counterproductive if you're walking a mile and then eating a 300-calorie cinnamon roll at the end?
If you walk a mile, but if you walk 3, you've burned it off. And in fact, people walk to eat. They keep a balance between their walking miles and their favorite foods.
I did that. I didn't know other people did too. Well, thanks, Gary.
Thank you.
And, happy walking to all of you. We'll be back in a moment. But first, this is Today on NBC.